like to share with us. Okay. Today we're talking about music. All right. Are you? Hi, James. How are you? Good to see you. Um, I was just sitting here talking with Brandon. I was talking to Romel, Samantha today as well. We're talking about music, okay, and how we use music to find our voice, okay. Because I am an introvert, believe it or not, okay. Well, maybe I'm an ambivert, okay. And Brandon and I was talking about the things that we have to do before we get on stage, okay? Because we know that Barbara Streisand, she suffered severely. She suffered severely from stage fright, and so does Adele, and so does Beyonce. Beyonce's alter ego was is Sasha Fierce. So I don't know at what time does she transmit, change the identity so to make herself feel, you know confident, okay, because
Yeah.
that was right, because that's one of the reasons why I didn't even write on Substack for over a year, because I felt that I wasn't good enough. What about you, Brandon?
Yeah. I really didn't. I wasn't sure how good my writing was, and until I was in college, and I kind of gained the confidence to finally write this book that I had been thinking about for a long time. And it was a short novel, but I wrote it and I asked one of my professors to read it, and she read it and she said, "You need to try to get this published." So I was like, "Oh, okay, wow." So that really, I know it's we shouldn't rely on other people to for validation for ourselves, but it's really difficult not to do that. When we're validated by other people and they tell us that what we're doing is good, it kind of reinforces our belief that okay, maybe I'm good, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Maybe it's just bias, but when somebody else confirms that, that really helps build confidence. So that
Absolutely.
really helped me.
Absolutely. Hi, AJ. Glad you could join. um we're sitting up here talking about how we utilize our voice. Hi, Joe. Good to see you as well. So we're talking about how we're utilizing our voice as a introvert, okay? Because I was always shy, okay? I wouldn't really talk to people until I felt comfortable enough to know that you were trustworthy, okay? So I just stayed quiet. So people didn't ever know what was on my mind. And I think that was the safest way to be, okay?
Yeah.
Because then they can't say, Margaret said, I ain't said nothing. Okay, you can't say I said nothing. Okay, because you know, then they say once you open your mouth, then people realize who you actually are. That's true. So most times I just kept quiet. Okay, that way also you don't become a target as well. Okay, because then they'll say, well, who are you, and who who are you to tell me? And the people just go off because their ego and stuff like that. So growing up in the Baptist church, music was everything. That was my
Right.
world. Because I grew up in Detroit. That was Motown. It was a good singer on every corner. Everywhere Motown kicked out so many good hits, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, yes, I want to be a singer. And my father said, are you crazy? There's a good singer out there on every corner. What's gonna say, how are you gonna make it? And I kept thinking about that for a while, and I was like, he right, because everybody can sing in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
can't sing, you can play an instrument. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I have to come up with something else. But I used to sing in the Glee Club. I used to love the Glee Club. Oh man, it was beautiful, putting the harmony and the rhythms together and everything, and then you sing a cappella, and then and especially at wintertime when you go around and singing all the carols and stuff in front of people's houses. Oh my God, you bring tears to people's Yes, okay. And it's like music, all this chaos and confusion and trauma that's around us. What do we have? We have the music. The music, we could tap into that, and that take us to a different place in time where we were happy. Okay, so music was everything. What about you growing up?
Yeah, actually, well, your story reminded me of. I did you see the movie Sister Act or Sister Act 2?
I saw them both. I saw both
Yeah,
of them.
Sister Act 2. Your story reminded me of that because the main the girl, I can't remember her name
Not
in the
silly. Was it silly?
now the
Um,
I think her performer name is isn't it Brandy? Isn't that who that was that played in the starred in that?
you know what? I'm gonna have to rewatch it now.
I can't
Just
remember,
because you're
but
saying it.
anyway, she wanted to become a singer, and everything, and her mom was saying, your daddy died trying to sing, and there are people on the out on the street singing their shoulda coulda wouldas, and she was discouraging her basically. She had a great voice, but her mom, she knew how hard it was, and she didn't want her to go into that life. And but anyway, yeah, growing up, yeah, I grew up started off in the Pentecostal church, and music was a huge in that church. There were a lot of good singers, got a lot of good um, musicians because they had a band up there, kind of a small one, but bunch of people playing different instruments and whatnot. And the music was great there. And they didn't have any kind of program. They would just sing songs after songs and be like, well, does anybody want to hear another one? And they would just sing whatever. But yeah, so I grew up around music, and I started playing the piano from, I think I was in fourth or fifth grade when I started taking lessons. And when I was in high school, I started playing the alto saxophone and played in band.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then I when I went to college, I started out as a music major, and I switched around and decided, that wasn't. I don't know. It got too technical with all the,
Okay.
you had to learn music theory and
Yes,
everything,
of
and just,
course.
it took the joy out of it for me. And
Okay.
so it's like, and I don't regret going into it because I learned a lot, and I still use it today whenever I play. So I don't think, I don't think education is ever a negative, never a bad idea,
No,
you
it's
know,
not. No, it's not. And
even
I think
if,
about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, no, that's okay. I was just, even if you don't technically use your degree or whatever it is, you use it in life, and you learn and you grow from that. So I don't think, no matter what kind of education you go into, what kind of degree you get or whatever you study, I don't think that's ever a bad idea.
No, it's not. And when we talk about music, I think about the staff, and I think about the all cows eat grass. We had to learn that. That's the
Yes.
and then face, FACE was the
Yeah.
in between, and then learning all of these things and 3/4 and 4/4 and you know, it's all coming back. You see what I'm saying? It's all coming back because
Yeah.
I used to play the alto sax, okay,
Oh,
and
okay.
and the clarinet.
Well, I have a clarinet too. When I was a music major, we had to learn a bunch of different instruments, and I did pretty well with clarinet, and I wanted to get my own, but I haven't played it in years. I got it out the other day, and I tried to play it, and the pads are just so brittle, and they're falling apart, and I can't. You can't even make much of a sound with it anymore. So, but yeah, someday I'd like to. It costs quite a bit to get a clarinet repadded and recorked and everything, So I'm like,
Yeah, I could
I'll
imagine.
just hold off on that.
But how did you feel when you picked it up?
I thought it was great. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, at first, it was it was different. Like some of the fingerings are the same. Well, like some of the fingerings are the same on the from the clarinet and saxophone,
Right,
but there's the addition of the covering the holes. Like with the saxophone, you just press down the keys. With the clarinet, you have to make sure those holes are covered, or it's going to squeak. And so
right.
that was a little bit of a learning curve, knowing how to do that. But I love the sound of a clarinet. I like to hear like clarinet solos, clarinet music. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and the my instructor said that I was good at it. He was surprised at how good I was picking it up for the first time, and so that gave me confidence too. Like we said before, when you get that outside opinion or that validation from someone else, that really boosts your confidence.
Well, so from somebody else that you admire and you trust,
Right, right,
because sometimes people tell you, no, that's crap, because
right.
whatever.
Yeah,
So just keep that in mind.
right. Yeah, yeah. It could go the other way. Yeah,
Absolutely. So you're a good writer. You're good with the clarinet. What else? You because we're multidimensional and we're multifaceted. If we stop and think about things, we don't think about these things when we're working these 9 to 5s until we get the pink slip, and then they say you're fired. You don't have a job. Then you start thinking about, well, what are some other things that I can do? Okay, then you start thinking
yeah.
about these things, and then you write a list. Then you're like, oh damn, I forgot. I know how to play the clarinet. I'm a writer. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I know how to do this. You have more things that you know how to do than you realize. Am I right or wrong?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, growing up, my mom was a good cook, and I learned from her basically by watching, and I had to do a little bit myself. But um, so that's another kind of ability or talent that I've developed over the years. And well, you've seen me do some of my cooking, baking videos. They're, they don't always turn out great, but I do it anyway. And most of them, I would say most of what I've made has turned out good. There was one Ritz cracker pie that wasn't that great, but it's something I'd never tried. I'd never heard of it before, so I was like, let's try this. And I was, it was like, it was just okay. But you learn from that.
They do A/B testing all the time. You don't think Julia Childs did stuff like that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I really like Julia Child too because she on in her videos she messes up sometimes, and she doesn't edit the videos and everything to make it look all perfect and everything. Now, Martha Stewart, I know Martha Stewart can do just about everything, but she does appear to be very perfect in all her videos. I'm betting that she doesn't do it perfect the first time. They edit and she wants to make everything look perfect. So I think even she sometimes messes up.
I'm sure she do, and I'm sure she got some new ideas when she went to prison, because she was a hit there
Right.
too.
Right. Yeah. She actually talked about that too. She learned how to kind of use the microwave more, and because they didn't
Oh,
have like,
really?
they didn't use the ovens and stuff, but they were able to use the microwave. And so, yeah, I remember her talking about that in one of, she doesn't talk about her experiences there a whole lot, but,
Do you
um,
blame her?
oh no, no, but you know, every once in a while something comes out, and she did admit to that, learning new things from the other inmates.
Absolutely. They loved her. They probably like, no, can you come back?
Yeah,
She
she's
probably
like,
like,
no, thank you,
no.
no, thank you.
Okay. I don't know if she met Snoop Dogg before she went to jail or after. Okay.
I don't know either. I think it was somewhere around. I think it was probably after, but I'm not positive about it.
Well, okay. Well, even Snoop Dogg, he has his own cookbook, and he had came out with ice cream also.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
didn't know about that.
Yeah, he does. So what I'm saying is, as an entrepreneur, we need to not box ourselves in. Okay.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that we can do. Sometimes when you're going outside walking, an idea will flash over your head. Write it down or put it in your phone. Come back and look at it and see if it makes sense. Okay?
yeah,
Because we see at any given time, Substack, there could be five or six or more lives going on at one time. Like I told you, the one that with Evie and
Walter.
Lisa, yeah, they had over 50 people before I left. So I knew this live it wasn't gonna be that many people. Okay. And thank goodness that we have the replay. Okay. So at any given time. So we have to figure out other things that we can do and other ways that we can reach out to the people that we are trying to attract,
Yeah.
right? I'll give you an example. I had taken a break from IG and threads. But I realized that I was going there because it was inspiring. It was motivating me to see other content creators, what they were creating, like here on Substack. Okay. I look at your stuff and look at everybody's stuff, and I'm like, get some ideas about some things that maybe I can do that I can incorporate, which is based on the things that I do well. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I first started, I couldn't even write a hero post. Now we're doing lives. They're doing karaoke. You can do variety shows. We even talk. Hey, how can we do a skit? Okay, there.
Oh yeah.
We have to keep looking outside before we're thinking to see what else we can do. Other content creators are doing the same thing. What is going to set us apart from others? The things that our gifts, expertise, and our skills. How can we utilize these things to elevate ourselves and to elevate others in the process? We always have to have that mindset. Otherwise, we will become obsolete and get left behind.
Speaking of skits, I just did one a couple days ago. I recorded for May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I put on makeup and dressed up as Darth Maul,
I saw
and
that.
yeah, I did a video with Jason Odell and Shayla, and because they were doing videos on, they were dressing up as Mandalorians and stuff like that. So I put
I
one
love
out there.
that.
And so then they asked me, there's like, hey, you want to do one with us? And so we recorded one, all three of us together. So that was put out, I think, yesterday. And then this morning, she put out an article with all the videos like in sequence so you could watch all of them.
I love that. And that's what we have to do. As far as I'm concerned, Substack is the new TV. I don't even watch TV anymore because I'm always on Substack.
Well, that's true for me too, actually. I mean, I still watch some TV, but not as much as I used to. I'm on Substack quite a bit more than I ever used to be, and I watch less and less TV now.
Yeah, because Substack is 24/7. You can come on here at any given time
Right.
and you can see your homies. It's like, hey, what's up? Where we going now? We all end up meeting somewhere at somebody else's live or whatever.
Yeah.
And this is a wonderful thing. This is a way to build community and collective thinking so we can change the world. Okay. If it wasn't for all the things that happen in the world, I don't even know if I would have ever ended up here on Substack, but I'm glad that I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I met people like you. For example, when you went to the Niagara Falls, okay,
Oh
and
yeah.
I was able to see the Niagara Falls through your eyes. I may not ever get there, but I have a picture of it in my mind. And you have the video, which is evergreen material,
Yeah.
which you
Yeah.
can always repurpose at a later date if you so choose.
Yeah, and that's another good point. I met several different writers when I wrote on Medium, and I was invited to be part of their writers group. and it was maybe a year or more, and they decided to get together in Maine, and that's what I went. That's why I went to Niagara Falls actually, because I thought, well, I was looking at the driving route, and it was a long drive from where I am, but um, on the way was Niagara Falls, and I had never been there, and I'd always wanted to, and so I was like, okay, I'm going to drive this route. I'm going to stop at Niagara Falls in New York, and I met Sturge, who I go live with every Tuesday. I met him and his partner on my way and went to Maine. I met Robin Wilding and Ben Ulansey and Jim Mercurio. But anyway, I had so much fun there, and it was a great time.
See, all of these things is what makes Substack great. Okay. And from that video, I subscribe to your newsletter.
Oh, is
Okay.
that what I couldn't remember? I didn't remember. Like, I know I had seen you before. I'd watched some of your lives and stuff, but I didn't remember when we actually connected.
Yes, that was transformational, and I want you to know that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yes, and I love your cooking shows too because every time I watch it, then I get hungry. Then I'm like, damn it, I gotta go get something to eat.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. One of my subscribers, she was telling me the other day I made an upside down pizza, and
Oh,
she decided she'd make it, and she after
okay.
she made it, she's like, it's so good. She's like, I'm gonna have that like every week. It's like, it kind of satisfies my pizza craving, but you don't have to like make the dough and all that kind of stuff. As it's a lot easier version.
Wow. Well, I have to go back and find the replay on that and watch it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So all of the things that we're doing here is transformational. Okay, and you bringing more people in. You finding your tribe, and your tribe is finding you. Because we know Substack is just like life. It's up and down. The S curve is up and down, up and down. So
Oh
we have
yeah,
to
I've seen that.
right. So we have to ride the wave.
Yeah. If you don't, you'll drown.
Yeah, and I was treading water for many many years. Okay, and I'm done I'm done treading water in the deep water. Okay, so there we go. So what else do we want to talk about as far as our voice and this music? Okay, what comes to your mind?
Well, I mean, I express my music most of the time through playing the piano.
Really? Never
So,
seen. I've never seen you play the piano.
well, you can see me today.
Okay,
I'll pull.
okay, I hear you. Awesome. So are you going to start incorporating this on a regular basis into your lives or whatever, your performances?
Actually, I did one. Let's see. I think it was in February, maybe February or March. Um, I had written a poem as a prelude to the Raindrop Prelude, and
Okay.
the Raindrop Prelude is written by Frederick Chopin, and it's my favorite piece to listen to and play. So I recorded myself playing that, and I put it on my post along with the Raindrop Prelude, and I put it behind a paywall so my paid subscribers would be like a benefit for them. They could hear me play the piano for that post. So I don't know if I might do more of it going forward, and maybe just do some lives with me playing the piano or something. I'm not sure. I really hadn't thought about it too much. I just did that one because it was appropriate for the piece, And so I don't know. I really haven't thought about it going forward.
Okay, it's all good. It's an option. Let's put it that way.
Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, well, I hadn't thought about doing baking videos before. Halfway through last year, I thought, well, I could set up my phone in my kitchen and actually do some lives doing baking, some simple baking videos, and started doing that, and people liked it, and I had several subscribers subscribe to me because of my baking videos. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna keep this up.
You should, because I like your baking too. I'll come over there and get some ideas. I'm like, sounds good. I'm gonna have to try that myself. I love it.
Oh yeah, I saw a couple of people say they liked Chopin. Jason said his first recital was Chopin. That's cool. I love Chopin because I think his music is very emotional.
Yeah, right. Um, yeah, wishing you a happy weekend too. This is Mother's Day weekend, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and the fathers also played a role as a mother too. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. Okay.
Yes, Happy Mother's Day.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what you got for us? Are you going to do the raindrops first, or Chopin, or however you want to do it? You the master, of this ship.
No,
Okay.
I'm going to do a different one this time since I already recorded that one. I thought, well, I'll do something different this time. But I want to make sure you
Okay.
can. I have my earbuds in, so I want to make sure. Like, can you hear that?
Yes.
All right. I just want to make sure you can hear it through the earbuds. So this one's called Jessica's Theme. It's actually from a movie called The Man from Snowy River. I don't know if you've heard of it or ever seen it, but it's an older one. I think it was maybe in the 80s or something like that. But anyway, that's where it comes from.
Okay. You know what? That sounded really good, Brandon. It was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I really did. Thank you so much.
Thanks. I
Um,
appreciate it.
yes, you know what it reminded me of? Christopher Cross. You remember Christopher
Christopher Cra-
Cross?
I'm not sure. Well,
He sang Sailing, and it was another song too. Dear Laura or something. And I love his songs. I just love his voice. It's just his music
okay.
just
I'll have to.
resonates with me.
I don't remember. I'd have to look him up, I guess.
You'd like him, I think. So I really, really enjoyed that. Kenny G and Yanni, oh my God, I got every album he ever wrote. Okay. I know he did one with I forgot her name. She was on one of those she had blonde hair and he wrote a song for her. And they was together for a while. Any vocalists in here? Learn throat singing, you'll be amazed. You want to come up and sing? Okay. Well, I had said that I was going to do something. I told Brandy because I didn't want to put him on the spot up here by himself. Okay. And so I was going to try something. You guys know I'm always doing these audios, okay, which I love doing, but doing an audio and singing is totally different, because you really have to practice every day with the diaphragm and the breathing and flexion and all of these things. And so it can be very intimidating. But I do have a song here on my on this app, okay? And I'm like, okay, I end up with egg on my face, but what's the worst thing can happen? Because guys can't fire me, right? You can't fire me because I'm not
You
hired.
just
So
you just clean the egg off and move on.
that's it. That's it. That's how I did it. But I don't know if it's going to cause any feedback. So we will have to see.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The name of this app is called Smule, Smule. Okay. I know that Devlin, he has his karaoke thing, and I went
Yeah.
over there a few times, and I was so scared I didn't even go in to ask
I was
to
just about to
sing.
ask you. I've been to a few of them. Actually, I sang on one of his just the other night because I was like, well, never mind. I won't go into it. But I was dressed up in my costume and my makeup on and everything, and I was like, this would be the best time to do it because I feel like I'm kind of hidden a little bit, behind this
Exactly.
mask, this
Right.
makeup. So
Right.
yeah, but I didn't know. I wasn't sure if you had done it or not, but
No,
I've been to a few of them.
I went over there with the intentions of just observing, okay, until I feel comfortable, okay.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, so I don't know when that will be. So like I said, I didn't want to leave you in a lurch. So I guess I'll try it and see if it's feedback. Then I won't be able to do it, obviously. Okay. So however it sounds, it sounds. It is what it is. Okay. Um, like I told you, I have a tendency to overthink. So, like Nike said, just do it.
Just do it.
Now I can't find the app. Dang it. Uh, what happened? It disappeared. No, here it is. Um,
Are you going to tell us the song?
well, no, because
Oh, okay.
I want to make sure I can do it. Right. This is one of my favorite songs, so we'll see. Let me know if you hear any feedback. Oh Jesus! You hear any feedback? Or can you hear it?
I hear it.
Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you loved me for as long as you wanted. And then someday you'll leave me for somebody new. Worry, why should I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world will I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, thank
I
you.
loved it. I love that song too. I love Patsy Cline. Actually, the other night when I sang karaoke, I sang "Walking After Midnight."
Oh shoot! I love that one too.
We're on the same level there.
Okay, okay. You have to let me know when you show up over there, and I that'll give me maybe some courage to get back up there and try again. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was awesome. That was you have a great voice.
Well, thank you. I was nervous. Like I said, you have to practice. Like I practice
Yeah,
doing you know, these insights every day. You know, so it takes practice. And if I continue to practice the singing, I'm sure I can get better. And that's with anything that we decide to
right.
do. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say too, I a few months ago I bought this hand pan. I don't know if you know what hand pans are. I found out about them on IG. Okay. It looked like a flying saucer. Okay, and you hit on it, you hit on it and stuff, and it has a different sound, and it's so beautiful.
Oh, is it kind of like almost like a drum? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay, yeah.
yeah, and it's so beautiful, melodic sounds, and I love it. And so I want to start playing it as well. And all of these things that we're doing is part of our healing process. Okay, music, art, writing, all of these things is help with healing. Okay, and that's why I love it. Okay, so if we can encourage, if we've encouraged other people today based on what we did here, we've done our job, right?
Yeah, yeah, and I don't see a whole lot of people doing music on lives. I mean, like you said, the karaoke. I that for me, I didn't see that start until just fairly recently, like maybe a month ago or so. Maybe I just hadn't discovered it yet, but I haven't seen anybody else doing much as far as singing or playing instruments or anything like that. So I think we should see more of that.
We should. I had a musician on called Quinn Belize. Okay, she is
Oh,
she played the guitar. Okay, and then
oh,
there's
okay. I
another
didn't
guy
see that one.
that I tried to hook up with, AJ. He didn't want he didn't want to do a collaboration with me because I wanted him to come in and talk about his musical journey and all of these things and have him to come in and play. Well, uh, it didn't happen at that particular time. Not saying that it can't, but I'm like, hey, I would love to have bring some musicians in, and I can do some singing. They can play. We can really have a good time, because I remember back in the day when they used to have all the blues clubs and the jazz clubs and everything. The cotton come to Harlem. They had all those clubs, and everybody was just having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? Despite
Yeah.
all of the things that was going on in the world, we knew when we come together, we can eat some good food. Have good community, some good music, dance, and put some dancing in there. We have a good old time, right?
The kind of it reminds me like they had like a lot of jam sessions they call them where they would just get together,
Yes.
and make music. And I it's kind of like what we do on here, really. I mean, we get together and we collaborate, or we have conversations, and we just put our talents together, and just almost kind of like a jam session without the music, you know what I mean?
With or without, it don't matter. Called
Right, right.
improv, like in jazz, improv. Okay, people
Yeah.
come together. You just,
Yeah, like
yeah.
today we didn't have any kind of script. We've just been having this conversation and doing we both practiced our music, I'm sure, but other than that, it was just like kind of a spontaneous impromptu conversation.
I prefer that. I don't want a scripted conversation because
Yeah.
to me it's boring. Okay, but
Yeah.
that's just me. Everybody have their own way of doing things, and that's okay. Whatever works for you, whatever floats your boat. Okay.
Yeah, and starting out, like when I started doing recording audio podcasts, I had a script because I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never done an audio podcast before, and I was like, I need to have something written down because I don't know. I'm going to just go on there and just start talking. So I kind of had a script written out, and but the more you do it, the less you need the script. You know, you don't. You just kind of you get used to it and you just go on.
Yeah, I always write a script, but I barely use it. So what I do is I just incorporate it in the article when I publish because I don't want my work to just go to waste.
Right.
I've done this, so I just put it in extra material. Okay, why not?
Yeah.
I wrote it, so but I
Yeah.
very rarely use it. Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's good.
yeah. So the more we do these things, the more we learn. And the way we continue to improve upon the products and services that we provide our subscribers. We lead by example. Okay, I ended up with a little egg on my face today. So what? I wasn't going to do it at all, but I did. Okay, and that is a win. That is a win. And from there, starting from zero and going up, that's progress.
And you
Okay?
sounded awesome. So I don't know if there was any egg or not, but
But
I
you
think you
understand
made
what I'm
a
saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it was awesome.
Well, thank you. What I'm saying is a lot of times we overthink things. Stop
Right.
overthinking it and just do it,
Yeah.
right? Just do it. And you're better than what you thought.
Yeah. And you'll mess up because I mean, I didn't hit every right note when I was playing today, but overall I think it sounded okay, so that's
It
fine.
was. Look how many shots that Michael Jordan missed, but he still got the championship rings.
Yeah.
You don't stop making mistakes. I don't care. You're a subject matter expert of 40 years. Everybody makes mistakes. That's
Yeah.
how we learn. That's how we learn and grow. Okay? Give yourself some grace. And each and every one of us need to do the same thing as we go forward in our daily lives. Okay? Don't say I can't do it. Say I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Don't ever say I can't do it. Because then you're already defeated yourself.
Right. Yeah. You already put that in your mind. Self self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly. And that's what the universe is going to bring you. And that's why we have to stop the negative self talk. Everything say it from a positive aspect, coming from your cup is full and you're giving out from the overflow. When you're coming from that place, nothing but good can come from that.
Right.
Remember that.
Right.
No matter how bad you and I think we sounded, somebody else enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And we should always remember that. Right?
Yeah, and we should enjoy it ourselves. Like I enjoy playing. So,
Good. Good. And I wanna when I come to your lives, I wanna see more of your playing. Because you're
yeah.
good at it. Because your teacher told you that. Okay? And don't you forget that.
Yeah.
That you're
Yeah,
bringing
I
joy.
will
You bringing joy in people's lives.
yeah.
You can cook. You can play the piano. You're funny. Uh, you're photogenic. You know you have a lot of things about yourself, okay? And that's what we have to look at. Don't look at the negative. Look at the positive things that you bring to the world, okay? That's what we all should be
Yeah.
looking at.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Who's retired? Who retired? Me? I retired from the government, but I didn't retire from life. Okay? Don't retire from life. This is the when you retire from a job, that's the most significant time to try all of these things because you have the time and the space to create whatever you want whenever
That's
you
right.
want it. Okay, that's freedom. That's independence. And okay, and that's where your joy is going to come from.
Exactly.
Keep doing what you're doing, Brandon. I saw the potential in you. And I've
Well, I
seen the
appreciate
growth
it.
in you since we've met. Okay? Look how far you've came. You have so much further
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes. You compare yourself to others and you look at the negative side of it sometimes and I I sometimes have to remind myself, yeah, but look at what I have done. Look how far I have come since the beginning.
You are a living witness, okay, to what is possible. Okay? So you keep encouraging and motivating others.
Yeah, and well, you do the same thing. You're always uplifting other people, having on here, and you focus on them and highlight what they're doing, and just like you did today. And you, I think that's an awesome quality to have on Substack. You're not focused on yourself. You're helping others, and in turn, that lifts you up.
Exactly. And if we all take this in consideration, the world would be a better place.
Exact. Yes. Yes. Exactly.
That's right. That's how we uplift ourselves is by uplifting others.
Yeah.
So, if no one, Jason said bravo, okay, and everybody's here cheering us on, okay, and I don't know what you're gonna be cooking later, but I'll be there, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. I think I'm gonna do one tomorrow, so I'll have to see what I've got to use to cook up.
Okay. Jason, Jason said, Where are you based? He wanted to know where you were based at.
Oh, I'm in the Midwest US.
All right. Well, thanks again, and I needed to be uplifted. Okay, we all needed to be uplifted, and we have met that. Excuse me, we have met that today. Okay, and
Yes.
thank you so much, Brandon, for agreeing to do this. Okay.
Well, thank you for the idea of it. I hadn't thought about doing something like this, so I'm glad you reached out and had this thought.
Yeah, because we all need to be uplifted. We got enough chaos in the world. Okay, just turn on any other Substack, and you can hear it. And so I like, how can we uplift today? Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I've been trying to do on mine. I'm like I just try to stay away from the politics, and there's enough of that I've seen on Substack. I'm like, other people can do that, and they're good at it. I'll stay in my lane.
That's what I have been doing too, staying in my lane, minding my own business, and doing my own thing over here. And as a result, I am elevating the people that I serve. Okay.
Yeah,
And that's what we have to do. That doesn't mean we can't support other people in the process, because we can do that too.
right.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Yes, yes. Well, thank you all so much. And thank you, Brandon, so much. And I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much again.
I did too. I was nervous going into it, but I'm glad we did it.
I was too.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Thank you.
All right,
You-
thanks.
All right. You guys take care. Thank you so much. All right. Bye bye.
Bye.